Well, the depression cycles came monthly, once a month for the last 5 years, and I could feel it coming on, and I could feel myself shutting down, and it was, the way I describe it was kind of a perfect storm of 5, 6, 7 different scenarios or issues that were building up, kind of like a volcano almost, but it's more like a storm moving in is how it feels. And when I just would end up complete loss of confidence, and then we were struggling financially because of that. My wife was working at that point. The first 3 years we were back, and it just became so devastating, and there was such a negative dynamic in the home that everybody felt, and I would just isolate and seclude myself and just not want to see anyone, because I didn't want to answer, hey, how are things, and what are you doing, and what are you doing for work? And I didn't have answers for people. I felt stupid, shame, and what's wrong with me? Why am I not able to go be successful and take care of my family and do the things that I've committed to do? I'm almost, late 30s, and what's wrong with me? And all this I'm an over-analytical person anyways. I just think and think and think, and my mind just runs wild, and then I beat myself up. I've always been my worst critic. And so the dynamics there it was like, okay, well, the question was asked to me by friends who had family members and loved ones that had been through some severe depression and bipolar dynamics, and they said, look, what if medicine can help? Don't you want that? If it can help you just stabilize and not go into these dark depressions. And I said, well, I guess so. And I finally was willing to just humble myself and say, I need some help, figure this out. So the key things that I've learned I need and that are valuable for my balance and managing and understanding how to handle the lows are the hard part for me. I've learned to manage the hyper or up times. I've always been a pretty high energy person, but it's the destructive lows, the depressions that I would end up quitting on myself and everyone. And I think unconditional love has been the biggest thing, that like not being judged, not being based on whether I'm successful or not successful in people's eyes or the world's eyes, just loving the person for who they are and not based on whether they agree with my choices. And the people that I would not want to respond to are the people that were coming to tell me everything that I should be doing that I'm not doing. I know what I need to be doing. That's what has me so stuck the last 5 years, is why am I not doing what I know to do and the commitments that I've made, especially to my wife and now 4 children. And so they're suffering, and that just adds to the shame and the feeling of worthlessness. And how can I do this? How can I get stuck in fear? And it's the people that will come knock on the door even when I don't answer the phone and just say, hey, let's go out for a drive and hang out. And they're not asking for answers because I don't have an explanation that's going to satisfy people that want to know, why am I doing this? And I go, great question. I have no idea either.